Three things. All praise the King. Thinking of beast birth. Beast is active. People feel the dragon fire coming from the beast. This is similar to the beast box of confinement, yet this is the beast state border, whereas the beast breath enters therein like a heat dome to have a culture of confinement. So the state exists like nations having borders. And these are what man calls the line. When man says, do not cross the line, because people are afraid. It's this breath that makes the environment of this parcel. The breath is like the spirit. It's all consuming the Babylonians. When someone has bad breath, it stinks. So that's how people are affected as a spell cast. And it is the perception that is the spell. And this becomes the thoughts, as the Christ said, is not what enters into the temple, yet what comes out, meaning the thought. Yeah, because you could be tempted to do sin and you reject the temptation. Doesn't mean that Babylon didn't show you a naked woman. It means that you did not look upon her with desire. So, the thought. And today, people's thinking is based on what they see. Most people in the world. So, their eyes become their instrument of discernment rather than the heart. And as people spend hours looking into a screen, now the spell is abound, so that they see reality in falsehood. The people are beginning to learn from a lie the Babylon will call a staged casting reality. And who is there to teach the youth otherwise? Because people fear being alone. They join in. And what are they doing? Worshiping, serving the beast, who they trust. When people see this fake reality and think that that is a acceptable behavior, they also begin to see you unrighteously. They judge beforehand without knowing, based on what they've seen. People will see someone that looks a certain way. They may wear a head covering, they may have a beard, and whatnot. And then they decide, oh, we know what that is. You know, Babylon planting the snares of deception. They use the models to act out behaviors that they choose for others to mimic, and to build that perception of untruth. So the child may see something on the screen and say, oh, this person looks like this. If they see someone that looks like that, then they associate that person with the one they see on the screen. That's the formation of perception. How does this tie in to the beast's breath? It accelerates the process as molecules in the air may be replaced with carbon emissions, so that it chokes all life. Now, the righteous one is persecuted because those around do not acknowledge that one's righteousness. They seek to mock and to taunt, to bring out something to use against you. And if you carry yourself in Jah light, they will most certainly seek to destroy your soul. Remember, the man seeks not to be judged among the righteous, yet those that are like him. This force also works on behalf of evil people against the righteous, in that when the evil perceive that the righteous are doing something against the will of the beast master, then they will persecute the righteous, in that perhaps the righteous will not achieve the same level of service or courtesy as in if they knew that the person was worshiping and serving their God. And this must only be man's rule. That man thinks the more of these gods he evokes, the greater his God is. There's no foundation. It's deception. This tying in to our series on witchcraft. Witchcraft is defined as evoking spirits, yet these are false gods, only possessing power to a fool. It is what people think is what gives this power. When people fear it, then it rules them.